everyone, and welcome to a new video interview for Joconet Gaming News. Today we are joined by Noah Akers of Akers Manufacturing. The company is set to showcase its casino loyalty and technology solutions at the Indian Gaming Trade Show and Convention in California. And among the products to be exhibited is a new slot ticketing solution built as one of the first true evolutions of the ticket-in, ticket-out technology. So Noah will be sharing with us some insights on this new product and showcase. Noah, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Rodrigo. Thanks for having me. Always love coming on with you. Appreciate it.
And we love having you here. So we have a new convention and Akers' latest product, two major announcements. But first, we will go with this new solution. So in general terms, this new product called Ticket-in Bonus Out, for our viewers that are not familiar with it, what are its main features and how does it improve the casino player experience?
Yeah, so TIBO, or Ticket-in Bonus Out, is the next evolution of the existing TITO, which is Ticket-in, Ticket-out system that's been around for 20, 25 years now. But basically, TIBO can do all of the functionality of TITO, which is to print cash out tickets, which can be redeemed at another slot machine or a kiosk or a cashier terminal. But we can also create new bonus tickets for whatever reasons, possibly driven by underlying real-time player data. Ticket pops out to give that player a bonus. That ticket could be cashable or for free play, to be redeemed at any other slot machine, a kiosk, or cashier terminal. And then we also have the ability to print coupons or other offers that can be redeemed, say, at a retail outlet or somewhere else. And we do this by interfacing not only to the slot machine and the cash out kind of meter through what's called SAS, but we also establish a direct real-time interface with the ticket printer itself, so that foundation, when we get that real-time data about a player, we can just instruct the ticket printer, hey, Rodrigo just lost a little too much, so let's give him a bonus and keep him happy and keep him playing.
What I find very interesting is that you call this a groundbreaking product, opening new doors for the ticket-in, ticket-out technology. Now, this is a technology that has been in the market for 20 years now, that it's a staple in casinos all over the world. What are some of the new capabilities that leveraging real-time data opens and brings to the table? Because we are certainly in a new casino environment now with new opportunities and technologies. And what further developments could we see in ticketing technology in the future, in the next few years?
Well, I think it all goes back to personalization and giving somebody, the right incentive or the right bonus at exactly the right time. And those are the experiences that people, especially younger people now, are satisfied and used to getting, on their phone or on the internet. When they go to Amazon, when they go to Netflix, they're used to getting this high degree of personalization that's reactive and creating an experience that's tailored for them. And so we see TIBO, the casino, to communicate with the player, because we have this ticket printer that's there. We can print out a message that's highly targeted to the player. But really, I think that the important issue is, players are bored, right? Players are bored with the same old casino experience, especially younger players. Did you know that slot and table revenue has grown only 1% in the last 15 years when you adjust for inflation? So that means we're literally in a no growth industry. Right. And, in the last 15 years, there's been a ton of new casinos and new slot machines and new jurisdictions brought online, but the revenue growth is almost completely flat. And then on top of that, players under the age of 50, we've really, over the past 15 plus years, we've not gained any net new players in the industry. And if you look at TITO, I think it's indicative of the problem. It's 25-year-old technology that's never been improved and never had new features added. And so, like I said before, we look at it as using the ticket printer as a communication tool with the player, where TIBO can print out any ticket of value at any moment, whether it's a regular cash out ticket, a bonus ticket, or a coupon that can be redeemed at retail. So again, the ticket printer is just commanded by Foundation's real-time data stream, which allows tickets to be targeted and personalized for every player. And I think they're really going to love it.
Well, it certainly will help the player experience. And as you were saying, players are bored with what they are currently being offered. But I wanted to know more about the benefits TiVo will report to operators. And based on your conversation with industry stakeholders, was this something that casinos were looking for, that they were asking for to have in their casino floors?
Oh yeah, I think that casinos are pretty outraged. A lot of the operators are outraged that they don't have access to real-time data, that the interfaces that's available with the data that they have are completely minimal and unreliable. And you know, the first time I talked to one of the ticket printer vendors, they told me that the quickest data they can get out of an IGT system is 59 seconds.
Right.
So when you're dealing with something that's a minute old, that player's gone, or whatever underlying trigger event is already a distant memory. And so the TiVo heightens the player experience by giving just another outlet for casinos to deliver incentives based on real-time data. So remember, like, CMS technology has been at a complete standstill for over 20 years. The four primary system vendors, Aristocrat, IGT, Konami, Light & Wonder, they still use decades-old hardware that can't process real-time data, and they can't target players in sessions. So we think that TiVo and other technologies like it that are enabled by Foundation's real-time data are really important to casinos as they, you know, look to modernize and begin to attract new players, because can't get new players if you don't throw out new ideas. And this is, you know, great new idea that we're bringing out here.
And what can you tell me in regards to TiVo deployment? Have casinos already signaled interest in installing this new product? Any specific plan for the near future?
Yeah, so again, you know, virtually every slot machine that's out there has a ticket printer. So the interest is quite high. This is something that can be deployed basically immediately. And we're actually expecting to deploy the first phase of TiVo early this summer, perhaps like May or June. So in the very near future. TiVo it's really cool because it's easy to install. You know, you got the ticket printer there already, just put Foundation in, and now all of a sudden it works. It's compatible with any CMS, so it's really just like our cashless casino solution, where, you know, we work alongside the existing CMS, but give the operator kind of a new channel into the game. And cashless casino is highly successful, as you know, on, you know, over 31,000 machines in 10 states right now. So again, TiVo is really accessible. It's very easy to operate technology, and we think it's going to boost the player relationship and you know, the bottom line as well.
Well, now changing our focus to the Indian Gaming Trade Show. Well, it will be happening in a few days. And what do you expect from this show, taking into account how important it is within tribal gaming? And what role will TiVo play there? How will this new technology be showcased at the event?
Yeah, so, you know, first of all, IGA, like, you know, we're going to be at IGA. We're very excited and thankful to be there. And just overall, if I could step back for a second, like we love IGA and we love working with tribes, and we try to make ourselves the perfect partner for tribal operators. So in our minds, tribal operators are the longest term investors in our industry. And these tribal communities, we think that they've been let down and even kind of betrayed by the traditional legacy CMS providers. And, you know, if you look at Aristocrat, IGT, Light & Wonder, in particular, you know, they haven't reinvested at all in their systems in decades, right? Which has caused this flattened revenue growth, which I alluded to earlier in the aging player base, no net new players being made in the last 15 years. But to make matters worse, we see these same vendors being heavily involved in the direct competition of tribes, right? Which is a lottery and iGaming. And so when a vendor comes along and they say, hey, we'll take the money from our customers at our tribal communities, and then we'll spend it to fuel your direct competitor, you know, that's something that we want to be, like I said, we want to be the perfect partner, and that's something that we're not going to do. So all of the money that we receive is going directly into enhancing the player experience and enhancing the casino profitability. So we're very excited to be back at NIGA. showcasing solutions like, you know, Foundation and Tebow, Cassius Casino, and Video Poker Analyzer. So that's kind of our product lineup at IGA. And we fully expect that travel communities are going to profit immensely from a relationship with Acres.
So, well, cashless casino in particular was something that we discussed a few times last year. It was definitely a focus for the company in 2022, and it seems to be a major area of interest for Acres this year as well. Just in these few months, the company has seen its cashless gaming technology approved in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Missouri. What I wanted to know is, what new opportunities do you see now that the technology has been green-lighted by regulators in these states? And what can you tell us about the roadmap for cashless this year ahead?
Yeah, so first of all, I think that now we are live in 10 states on 31,000 machines. We expect California to go live in the next month or two, Nevada over the summer. So our growth will continue. What this has proven so far is that the Foundation works. There were a lot of naysayers when we first kind of announced Foundation and its architecture, but the real-time data works. The ability to continue operating the legacy system works. The product passes regulatory muster, so we can get licensed in basically any jurisdiction we go to. And then once it's live on the casino floor, Foundation can fuel tremendous customer experiences. You know, obviously the success of cashless casino is in direct contrast to other cashless systems that are extremely complicated to even, you know, bring up and operate. So as for our future expectations and our product roadmap, I think that we're going to continue to gain market share as the cashless demand for cashless gaming increases. And, you know, we've laid over the past year a tremendous infrastructure within Foundation to where the velocity of our development of new ideas is going to greatly increase. So a lot more new ideas such as Tebow are going to be coming out soon. And I think that ultimately the real-time revolution is going to begin, where players are carrying around, you know, a cashless app or just an app that's connected to the game, and they're going to be able to leverage that, you know, their personal real-time data to get all sorts of messages, offers, you know, bonus games delivered directly to them on their mobile app. So I think that Foundation is going to fuel a dramatic change in the player experience, a change for the good in the very near future. And for the first time in a long time, the industry is going to begin to attract new and younger players. And for me personally, and the rest of people in the company, I think that we're really, really proud that we're kind of the leaders in this real-time revolution, and it's only made possible through Foundation. And so our roadmap is just continued growth and hopefully, you know, continued success.
Well, thank you again for joining us today, Noah, and best of luck at IGA. And we will be catching up later, I assume, to discuss new technologies.
Definitely. I love it every time we're on JogoNet. Appreciate it, Rodrigo.
Thank you, Noah.